What? How's it going, guys and girls? This is Glenn here once again with another rope rage video. In this video we're looking at ambidexterity, which is the ability to use your right hand as competently as your left hand, and there are many reasons why you'd want to do this. Now, it's not just because it looks good and you want to look better than the next guy, but there are functional reasons why you should start working on your weaker hand as much, if not more than, your stronger hand or your dominant hand. And we're going to talk about those things in this video. Now, last week, I think it was on a Wednesday or a Thursday, you might have seen a shorter video on this topic. It's only about 30-40 seconds long, but it got the point across. And by the way, keep a lookout because the new format is going to be during the week, we'll have a bunch of shorter videos come out, but on Sundays, as per usual, we'll have the regular longer form video, just like these ones, come out as well. So yeah, lots more stuff to come. But anyway, that video just touched on the topic, but we're going to go into that in a bit more depth here. And there was a pretty good comment that came in from Colossus, who spoke about how gymnastics had helped with ambidexterity in the past and the benefits of it. So appreciate the comment, Colossus. We're going to delve into it a bit more and talk about how it can make you a better rope athlete and how it can help you avoid injuries over time. It's not just flashy, it's functional as well. So for a lot of us, especially when we're first starting out, we have one hand that is doing most of the work and the other hand is kind of just, you know, following along like a passenger. For me, my right hand is my dominant hand, so my right hand would tend to be in more control while my left hand kind of follows along. The problem with this is you end up with an uneven arc to your rope, and an uneven arc means it's more likely to catch you on the foot, or if you've got long hair like myself, sometimes it will catch you on the hair and mess everything up. If you don't have a good command with both hands, you might notice a lack of symmetry in your rope, like this. So you want it level. A good rule of thumb is to just have each hand at its hip bone. So if you've got the hands level with the hip bones, you're going to be alright. That's a good rule of thumb to go by. This is especially difficult on your weaker hand. You will notice that your weaker hand is, especially to start out, a lot more difficult to control. So it will take some conscious mind-muscle connection, but you will get it. We're looking at symmetry. That is looking at what's happening along the y-axis. I had to go back to secondary school just then to get it correct. You want your hands to be on a level so that there's a symmetry when you look at the left side and the right side. You haven't got one hand extended too far out. You want them tucked in together, working together. Don't let your dominant hand pick up the slack that's left behind by your less dominant hand. Work at it. So this is actually covered in section 21 of the Redefining Rage training handbook. And I know a lot of you have already got this, but I just want to read a little section of it. You can go into this further in your own reading, but it's key to highlight this part for this video. Balance the burden, ambidexterity. Work toward balance. Build skill using both hands. Use one hand to lead, use the other hand to follow, then switch the roles. Switching the roles is really important. It does suck to do, by the way, because it's not as fun. You're whipping yourself more often. It's not as flattering. You know, you're messing up your techniques that you think you should be able to do. But it has long-term benefits, so stick with it. So a good way to think of this is to look at how we run. It would be strange to say, when I run, I step better with my right leg than my left. I can't really say I run better than the right leg with the left, and that's because stepping with the right leg and stepping with the left are practically identical. We've been walking all our lives and have reasonably built a balance of using both legs. Now on injuries, and this is a key point here. Some techniques like crossovers and side swings involve using one hand to lead the other. If I can do a crossover with my right hand leading, i.e. crossing above while the left hand crosses underneath, I should be able to do a crossover with my left hand leading. Otherwise, I can't really do a crossover. One of the most important things for developing into a well-rounded rope athlete is to build skill on both sides. Having to use only our dominant hand can build dependency and one-sidedness. So, for example, if we're constantly side swinging with the right hand leading, we become reliant on that and can develop muscular imbalances over time. And this, my friends, is how the injuries start. And I tell you, this is all from experience. A lot of you know about the spinal issues I had a few years back, merely because I'd overused my right hand. Thousands of repetitions, bombing away at speed with my right hand leading. And so I had to do it. I had to work on balancing things out. And it's much better now. It takes time, but I've got my left side to catch up with my right side at this point. Strive for balance as early as possible so that you don't become reliant on one hand to control your execution. As a rule of thumb, it's best to start working on leading with your weaker hand as soon as you are comfortable leading with your stronger hand. Don't get too comfortable on your strong side. Growth is literally the process of developing past what we're comfortable with. So, to wrap, if you look at this clip, you can see the right hand and the left hand are pretty much identical. The right hand pops out in the same region that left hand pops out. It doesn't overextend, it's not higher, it's not lower, it's pretty much symmetrical. And this took a lot of time to cultivate, this took a lot of time to develop. A lot of whipping myself too, I'll be honest, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You're gonna whip yourself a few times, but it's important to work at it. Patience, work at it with patience. Presence is also helpful as well. And I know this sounds a bit airy-fairy, but really thinking about the muscles in the body, thinking about that left hand as you're popping it out, paying attention to how your body is moving really helps out with this as well. Believe me, you don't want muscular imbalances, and besides, it just looks way cooler to be able to switch it up, right hand and left hand with no trouble, at ease. So I'd highly encourage you to do this. If you found this video helpful, do drop me a comment down below. Let me know if you've experienced these muscular imbalances at all. I think it's quite a common issue among jump rope athletes. So yeah, let me know. I can advise you on how you can work at rehabbing it, because I've had to do that myself. Share this video with a friend. A lot of you have been sharing the videos on your Instagram stories and sharing them on Facebook, and I'm really appreciative of it. Please do continue to do that. So I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to check out this video. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out, and until next time, all the best with your training and stay raging. Okay. What rope should I use? If I had a penny for every time I heard that. Short handles or long handles? A shorter rope is a faster rope. A longer rope gives you more room for error. How can I improve my footwork? The ground is your ally. The feet need to cooperate with the ground. How can I go faster? Why does my rope keep tagging? These double unders are killing me. How do I deal with frustration? How can I be more consistent? How can I prevent injuries? What is the point of using nunchucks? What is the magic wand grip? What is the clock face? What is the cowboy method? What is rage?